Welcome to my animation on how a terrarium works. In this part, we'll explore the layers that make up a successful mini ecosystem. Each layer has a specific function that contributes to the health and sustainability of your terrarium. To begin, choose a clean glass, container, jar, or any transparent vessel. This will be the home for our miniature ecosystem. Ensure that the container is thoroughly washed and dried to prevent any contaminants from infecting your plants. The container itself could be any size or shape as long as it's big enough to fit your plants, as well as all of the other layers that we're going to place in the next slides. Next, let's delve into the various layers essential for creating a thriving terrarium. Each layer serves a unique purpose, from providing drainage to supplying nutrients and maintaining humidity. The first layer is crucial for drainage. This is the drainage layer. Use pebbles, gravel, or small rocks to create this layer. It ensures that excess water doesn't accumulate at the roots and prevents rot. A well-drained foundation is essential for plant health, mimicking its natural environment. The second layer is the mesh layer. On top of the drainage layer, add a thin layer of galvanized metal mesh or a thin plastic sheet with holes pierced into it if you don't have any of this. This separation layer prevents the soil from mixing with the drainage layer while allowing water to penetrate. Using materials that won't rust or rot over time ensures the longevity of your terrarium. The third layer is activated charcoal. This layer helps filter the air and water within the terrarium, keeping it fresh and preventing odours. Activated charcoal also absorbs toxins and bacteria, promoting a healthier ecosystem for your plants and helps limit mould growth. Now to add the substrate, which is the fourth layer. This is the soil where your plants will root and grow. Use a mix that's appropriate to your plant types, mainly using a terrarium soil mix. This ensures that it is rich in nutrients. The substrate supports plant growth by providing essential minerals and a stable base for roots to anchor over time. Finally, the fifth layer, which is the top layer, it consists of moss and plants. Arrange your selected plants and moss on the substrate layer, creating a beautiful and functioning ecosystem of your choice. Choose plants that thrive in a high humidity and low light, such as ferns, mosses, and succulents, to ensure your terrarium flourishes and that you're very satisfied with what you've made. Now that we've built our terrarium and we're sitting here looking at it and admiring what we've made, let's now understand how it sustains itself. Welcome to part 2, which is the cycle. We'll explore the natural process that keeps the terrarium self-sustaining and thriving. The first part is that water from the plants and soil seeps down into the drainage layer and collects there, ensuring that the roots remain moist but not waterlogged. This process helps regulate the moisture levels in the terrarium, preventing both drought and waterlogging. As the terrarium warms up throughout the day, the water begins to evaporate. This water then rises to the top through the different layers and ends up at the top of the container. This evaporation process is driven by heat, similar to how water evaporates in nature when exposed to sunlight. When this water vapour reaches the cooler areas, like the upper glass and lid, it condenses into water droplets. This condensation mimics the natural dew formation on leaves and surfaces in a forest, creating a microclimate within your terrarium. These droplets then grow larger over time and eventually fall back down, simulating natural rainfall within the terrarium. This rain nourishes the plant and keeps the soil moist, maintaining a balanced and self-sustaining water cycle. The plants, moss and soil absorb this water, nourishing them. Any excess water drips back into the drainage layer and the cycle continues, maintaining a balanced ecosystem. This continuous cycle of evaporation, condensation and precipitation ensures that your terrarium remains a self-thriving, self-contained environment. By understanding and applying these principles, you can create a self-sustaining terrarium, bringing a piece of beautiful nature into your home. Enjoy your mini ecosystem and the beauty of the self-balanced, self-maintaining environment, and enjoy watching your terrarium grow over time.